Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if this is your first time visiting this channel, click on the subscribe button and smash the notification bell so that whenever I post a new video, you will get notified as soon as possible. So I know the caption of this video may sound controversial to some of you, because ever since you came into this industry, a lot of things that you've heard about non-farm payroll, alright? Don't trade NFP, don't trade NFP, don't trade NFP. And I know some of you have just taken it in good faith. I don't trade NFP. When the NFP comes, I don't trade. Without any reason. You don't have any reason. And that is no good. Alright, yes, at least when you hear something, before you accept it, before you decide to accept it or not, try and find a reason. Alright, and throughout my developmental stage in this industry, this is what I've been looking out for. All right, whenever there is NFP, I always ask myself, so why is it that people say that don't trade NFP? All right, Michael even says it. This is something that Michael always says. All right, but I'm not disproving that fact. All right, I'm not disproving that fact. Most of the cases, people that really say that don't trade NFP, most of them know the reason why they don't trade, but sometimes they just prefer to keep it to themselves. Right? It's up to you to find out why you are not supposed to trade NFP. And so today I'm here to give you when. All right, I'm not here to tell you why not to trade NFP. All right, I'm here to make you aware of when to trade NFP. That means there are certain conditions that needs to be met if you really want to trade NFP. If those conditions are met, bingo, go ahead and trade the NFP. If they are not met, don't trade NFP. That is exactly why I'm here today. All right, so stay glued. All right, don't flip it. Just watch this video to the end and trust me, you're going to gain value out of this. All right, so disclaimer: this content is intended for informational purposes only. Make sure you do your own research before you apply this concept, and you do this at your own risk. All right, so let's delve into it. So when the direction of the market is not clear, NFP news comes to give clarity. All right, so I'm giving you what the NFP does. All right, I'm giving you what the NFP does when it comes or prior to NFP. So this condition is not favorable. That is when the direction of the market is not clear. NFP news comes to give clarity. This condition is not favorable for this concept. All right. When the direction of the market is clear, NFP news comes to support and aid the direction of the market. This is a favorable condition for this concept if only the following conditions are met within the week and on the day of the NFP news release. We'll get to those conditions, but let me first explain this. All right, so two things that the NFP normally does. I don't know for other newses. All right, I'm here to look at those ones, but for now, what I know is NFP. Two things is what NFP does. All right, within the week. All right, so prior to NFP, this is what sometimes happens. We might not have a clear direction of the market. All right, so realize that sometimes you see that market will be in consolidation throughout the whole week, and then NFP will come, and then we see a real direction in the market. Such a condition, the concept I'm about to tell you, does not work there. So don't even try it. It doesn't work there. All right, and sometimes too, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we see a clear direction of the market. All right, we see a clear direction of the market, but volatility within that week is very low. And so once NFP news is being released, then we see volatility injecting into the market, aiding in the direction of the market. All right, so two things. Prior to NFP, we are likely to see price not giving us a clear direction. That condition is out. All right, we don't consider this concept in that condition. But with a condition whereby the direction of the market is clear, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but we realize that the volatility is so low, that is when we consider getting a trade or looking for a trade setup on the NFP news release day. All right, and before we do that, there are certain conditions that we must follow. Let's look at the conditions that we have to follow. The first one is weekly market profile. All right, and when I'm done with this part, I'll open the chart and then show you a case study. All right, I'll use NZD/USD as a case study for you to see how the previous NFP played out. All right, yeah, so let's look at the condition. The first one is the weekly market profile. So it says if price is bullish for the week, low of the week should form between Sunday and Wednesday. All right, this then, if you have been on this channel for a very long time, you always hear me talking about this. All right, this is the norm. This is the tradition. This should be the tradition of every ICT trader. All right, of every inner circuit trader. This should be your tradition. If you don't consider this in your trading, then I don't know the kind of concept you trade, because this is very fundamental to ICT. The next one is midnight opening price. All right, where in a bullish scenario, I know this one is not so familiar with, even though Michael talks about it, but yes, I know it's not so familiar with some people, but this is what you should consider. Where in a bullish scenario, all right, where in a bullish scenario, I look to buy below the open price, all right, and where in a bearish scenario, I look to sell above the midnight opening price. All right, so I make use of the midnight opening price. The midnight opening price is 12 a.m. Eastern time. All right, yes, that is the midnight opening price, and this is the same as power of 3. So if you are aware of the concept of power of 3, it's the same thing. All right, where with a power of 3 in a bullish condition, market will open, or sorry, in a bearish condition, we see markets opening. Once it open, we see market move to the upside, that is the high, open high, and then we see market expand to the downside, which is the low. Then we see market will close. All right, where in a bearish condition, market opens, makes a low, move to the upside, which is the high, and then close. All right, yeah, so that is just that for the midnight opening price. All right, yeah, so you buy below the opening price. All right, that is the midnight opening price. If it is or the market is poised to be bullish, and you sell above the midnight opening price if the market is poised to be bearish. All right, and not forgetting the Sunday's opening price. All right, which is the same as the weekly opening price. You know the market opens on Sunday, so once it opens on Sunday, that is the opening price. All right, yeah, so just take note of that. All right, just take note of that if you are in a bullish condition for the week, always, I've been saying this all the time. All right, so if you have been listening to me or watching my videos, this shouldn't be new to you. All right, this should never be new to you, that if market is bullish for the week, look to buy below the weekly opening price. If market is bearish for the week, look to sell above the weekly opening price. These are rules, these are concepts that you should follow. All right, yeah, so these are the conditions that must be met before you can decide, or before you can see that, okay, it has what's giving us the way to be looking for setups on NFP day. So let's delve into our chart and see. I'm going to use NZD/USD as a case study. All right, yes, for those of you that know, I trade NZD/USD and AUD/USD. I know you'll be asking that, why are you using NZD/USD instead of AUD/USD? All right, yeah, so let me show you something here. I did a relative strength analysis every week, right? Because I trade NZD/USD and then AUD/USD, I always use AUD/NZD to do my relative strength analysis. All right, I just try to look at which of the currency is strong and which one is weaker. All right, I don't trade AUD/NZD. No, this pair is very slow for me to trade. I don't trade it, but I use it for relative strength analysis. All right, yeah, so we realized that, last week we saw a bearish move on NZD, AUD/NZD. And what does it tell you if we are having a bearish move on AUD/NZD? That tells you that the quote currency, which is NZD, is stronger than the base currency. Yeah, so within that week, NZD was a stronger currency. AUD USD was a weaker currency. So pairing NZD to USD was the best for me, right? Because at the end of the day, I don't want to trade two currencies of the same strength, all right? I don't want to trade two currencies of the same strength. So I decided to go in for NZD USD, all right? Yeah, so that is basically why I decided to trade NZD USD. Yeah, so let's look at something here, all right? Let's look at something here. This red line you are seeing here is Sunday's opening price, all right? So before I start my week, once Sunday opens, I identify my opening price. So this red line you are seeing that I've named it SOP is Sunday's opening price or weekly opening price. It's still the same thing. So Sunday opened, all right? You saw price open on Sunday. You saw price move to the upside on that same Sunday, all right? And then you saw price moved to the downside. See what happened? Price traded above Sunday's opening price and it moved to the what? To the downside. All right, and it moved to the downside. So if you traded Sunday Asia session, at least applying this concept would have given you 36 pips. All right, 36 pips for the Asia session on Sunday. All right, sorry, on Monday. Yes, on Monday. Yeah, so we saw price move to the downside. Monday 7 a.m. Eastern time, we saw price moving to the upside again, and then approached, it gyrated through the Sunday's opening price again. That is on Tuesday, all right? And then we saw a massive move to the downside, and this move was engineered by the high impact news on Tuesday. That is the Fed chair speech, all right? Yeah, so that is why we saw this heavy move happening. So look at this. Price opened on Sunday. We saw price move to the upside, all right, and then it moved to the downside. So on, I wouldn't really consider this as a heavy bullish move. I wouldn't really consider it as a heavy bullish move because I mean there wasn't any major breaking structure. So if I'm to look at any bearish move, I'll add it up, all right. So between Sunday and then Wednesday was a bearish move. And what does the condition say? The weekly market profile. You can go back and check the weekly market profile. All right, the weekly market profile. Sunday, so we saw Monday this move, which was a very short-term bullish move. All right, then we saw Tuesday selling heavily. All right, Tuesday sold heavily. And Wednesday made the low of the week. The low of the week was formed on Wednesday. So one condition has been met, all right? One condition has been met, the weekly market profile condition, all right, whereby the low of the week has been formed on Wednesday. And we saw price moving to the upside, taking out this structure high, all right? And then we saw it move to the downside. So throughout all this time, I was just observing the market because I knew it was NFP week. I just wanted to see if price is going to satisfy whatever I'm looking for, all right? And you saw price moving to the upside again on Thursday, taking out this high. So that really told me that yes, we are likely to get a bullish move on NFP day. So based on that, I'll be looking for a trade setup on Friday, which is the NFP day. So we saw price moving to the downside again, taking out Wednesday's low. Sorry, taking out Thursday's low. All right, yes. Sorry, yeah, Wednesday. All right, yes. So let's see. Let me just see this. Okay, so the low of the week was formed on Tuesday. Sorry, yeah, the low of the week was formed on Tuesday. All right, Tuesday. That is Tuesday 8 p.m. Eastern time, right? Tuesday 8 p.m. Eastern time. Forget about the lines here, the demarcations in here, all right? Forget about the demarcations in. I think we are using the GMT time zone, of which one I'm going to change because I don't know why it is reacting that way. But let's look here. Just don't focus on the weekly demarcations here because if you focus on that is going to deceive you. Let's look at the real time. All right, the real time. So the low of the week was from on Tuesday. All right, price came back on Thursday to clear out Wednesday's low, keeping Tuesday's low right intact. All right, it really made Tuesday's low intact. And on Friday, all right, on Friday, market opened. So this is the midnight opening price. This is the midnight opening. So market opened here. So this line you are seeing here is the midnight opening price, right? Yeah. So I waited for price to trade a little bit below the midnight opening price. That is 7 a.m. GMT. Eastern time. All right. So you realize that whatever we discussed earlier on in the presentation is really outlining in here. First of all, we've seen a clear direction in the market within the week. All right, there's nothing like consolidation in here. The market didn't consolidate prior to NFP, and so NFP is tradable. All right, once you haven't seen any consolidation in here, so I just waited for price to come and tap into the weekly, the midnight opening price. All right, so price traded below the midnight opening price on Friday 7 a.m. Eastern time. All right, which is within the Q zone time. So I've combined it. I've really combined Q zone time and then the midnight opening price too on Friday. So just take note of that. All right, I've combined Friday midnight opening price on Friday and Q zone time. But let's move to the 15-minute time frame to see things clearer on the 15-minute time frame. Yeah, so yeah, this is a session indicator. Yeah, it's not an indicator that tells me buy or sell. All right, it's just a session indicator that gives me the range of each of the trading sessions. Yeah, so this is where price opened on Friday. It moved to the downside. All right, I could have bought here, but I just waited to see what is going to happen in the London session. So the London session this is how the London session reacted. All right, and prior to the NFP, I decided to buy here. All right, I decided to buy here, and then we saw a move to the upside. So price gave us, let's see, it gave us 68 pips. All right, give us 68 pips. So this is how you should be looking out for price reaction if you really want to trade NFP. So make sure price satisfy the condition that we have discussed and whatever I've shown you here. If price does not meet this condition, just don't come near NFP. All right, this is a normal weekly market profile. All right, there's nothing like consolidation in here. All right, there's nothing like consolidation in here for me. The low of the week was from on Tuesday. All right, you saw price trading to the downside Monday, Tuesday. All right, that is below the weekly open price Monday, Tuesday. All right, Tuesday the low of the week was formed. Then you saw a move to the upside. Thursday price came back to take out Wednesday's low, leaving Tuesday's low intact. That was a confirmation for me that yes, we are moving to the upside on NFP, and so I took this beautiful trade. Prior to even I entered before the news was released. So once the news was released, then we moved to the upside. All right, filling this liquidity void we are seeing here. So that is just that. All right, so going forward, make sure these conditions are met before you decide to trade NFP. If they are not met, just stay out of the market. All right, yeah, so I hope this has been very insightful. All right, if you don't understand anything, just go back and watch the video again. You are going to get it. All right, yeah, so thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, click on the subscribe button and then smash the notification bell. Look through the description box below. The link to my Telegram community is there. Just click on the link and be part of the Clairvoyant Trader Telegram community. I'll come your way again another time. Peace. I'm out.